What's up, little peeps? So in the last video that I made about how to invest your first $25,000, I hope at least some of you guys actually started or at least own an investment account. I'm always happy to take some investing virginity. But let's move on. Anyways, in this three-part series video, I will essentially just be highlighting a few stocks in each category. However, we're going to start with my favorite, which is dividend investing. So if any of that interests you, ensure to stick around. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, that's it. Let's begin. As always, guys, more knows you, I'm just a YouTuber. You see me, I'm not a financial advisor. So I be gonna do your own due diligence. Alright? For this video, we're going to have some ground rules. Ground rules going to be what metrics are we using to highlight these stocks. So one, we're going to highlight the dividend payout ratio, and we're going to highlight the percentage payout per share. In addition to help you kind of connect with the last video, we're going to assume that our investment in each of these stocks is going to be $25,000. We're going to see how much money we actually get back when we invest that money into the stock over the period of a year. So yeah. And also, I have a little special surprise for you for a stock that can pay 14% dividend per year. Well, a strategy. So with that said, let's begin. So the first stock on this list is Jamaica Highway Limited. It pays around 6.1% last year, and it pays once with a current stock price of $1.99. So what is Jamaica Highway? If you don't know what is Trans essentially is just a company that operates the Mount Russia bypass, which essentially is a special toll from Kingston to St. Catherine, i.e. Portmore Toll Road. The company was incorporated in 2001, and it is majority owned by NROC, which they own 20%. And NROC is just a national road operating construction company, which is government owned. The Mount Russia bypass is a key corridor in Jamaica, Portmore Toll Road and traffic gate. So essentially, Trans is responsible for the maintenance and operation of the toll road on behalf of NROC. And Trans Jamaica Toll Road operates in these locations. You have Spanish Town, you have Portmore, you have Vineyard, and you have Maple. Essentially, there were some new development over last year and this year, and now Trans officially owns JIO, which is Jamaica Infrastructure Operator. But what JIO actually does is really just the part where you pay the money. It means that's where they just collect money on behalf of Trans Highway. And NROC is also looking to sell a leg of the toll to Trans Jamaica. So there is that. As it relates to dividend now, there are some interesting facts about Trans that was in their prospectus. An interesting fact is that the company dividend yield is from 5.3 to 8.7% between 2020 and 2025, and at its current dividend rate is dead in the middle. And then after 2025, the company is projecting to increase dividend payout to 24.5 to 35.8%. It wouldn't help, it's not such a bad thing to just start stockpiling. But moving on, the company payout ratio is 98%, which is ridiculous. And what even made this worse is that they literally took all the money from their reserve, literally, because they were at a loss in last year. So they took all their money from their reserve, which is fine because they have a lot, but just saying. And based on last year's stock price, it had made a significant jump. It was at 130, and now it's at 199 as stated. So that might start make the stock the dividend payout a bit lower. But yeah, and if you invested your $25,000 in this particular stock, at the end of the year, you would have gotten $1,525 before tax. Number two is Carreras. Number two is Carreras, which is the probably highest dividend paying stock right now at 9.5%. It pays 4 times for the year. Also do note at the time of recording this video, it has already paid out one payment already, so there's that. And the current stock price is $8.43. So what is Carreras? Carreras is literally leading marketer and distributor of tobacco cigarette in Jamaica. The company is publicly listed, however it has both international and local ownership. Local ownership owning approximately 49.6%, while the rest, which is 50.4%, is owned by the British American Tobacco Corporation. In 1962, Carreras of Jamaica was registered to carry out business business in the tobacco and cigarette industry. So this also included anything related to smoking, tobacco, lighters, snurf, and pipes. Alright, the products include Craveney, Mataran, Dunhill, Rothman, Pall Mall, Newport, and Parliament. Overall, Carreras is a well-known company in Jamaica. You might even know the name, but anybody in no smoke probably have been come in contact with them. So there is that, and they predominantly make their money from selling tobacco-based products. They have a dividend payout ratio of 101%. And I just want to point out that this company makes billions of dollars in net revenue per year. You see me? And them could have just buy company left, right, and center, but they're paying it out to the shareholders. And not complain, but I'm saying probably could find better use with so much money for the place. But not complain, as I say. If you had invested your $25,000 in this particular stock, you would at the end of the year have about $2,375 before tax. Number 3, Sterling Investments. Sterling Investment pays twice per year at a dividend percentage of 5.7%, with a current stock price being at $2.80. So essentially, this company was founded at the turn of the 2000s, when there was the financial crisis going on and financial institutions were disappearing left, right, and center. And essentially, Sterling Asset Management became a beacon of hope essentially for all investors that were worried about losing their pensions and their savings in their investments into other institutions that were die. Determined to create a safe environment for investors, Sterling Asset Management decided to start working smarter in order to protect its investors from local risk. The risk was like US dollars were rising compared to Jamaican dollars, so the value of Jamaican dollar essentially was falling. So eventually over time, reputation precedes them, and they essentially became like one of the #1 go-to asset management for sophisticated investors. And at that time, when they were like one of the only institutions that were offering exclusive USD based securities, you can understand why. So the products consist of several stuff, but mainly the product consists of global US bond, FX market assets, mutual funds, short-term investments, and personal investment planning. They'll be like planning investment future. However, you can go on the website and check it out. It's Sterling Asset Management rather than Sterling Investment. I don't know what is going on there, so but yeah, if you search up Sterling Asset Management, you'll find it. And fun fact, they're also one of the companies that sponsor Crime Stop. That little advertisement there, Crime Stop. So they currently have a dividend payout ratio of 174%, which is just ridiculous. But they have been doing it for a while now, so I guess they're fine. They also have a lot of reserve. So there is that. And whenever you see companies paying out more dividend than they actually made for that year, they're actually going in their reserves. And I did check, so the difference between the dividend payout and the actual amount they made for the year was about $31 million. To be exact, $31,811,688. I will do calculations for the figure between the retained earnings of $458,765,150 in 2021, and then in 2022 you see it's at $426,953,461. You're going to essentially get the same $31 million that I was talking about. And also they had a big hit in unrealized gains of like $17 million, so that also helped to skyrocket the amount of payout ratio them have say. If you had invested your money into this company in $25,000, at the end of the day, you would have gotten $1,425. And last but not least, Stanley Motor Limited. Stanley Motor Limited essentially just operates a real estate business. It is a real estate complex at 58 Half a Tree, that big 58 building, and essentially just accommodates the business processing outsourcing, i.e. call center, and ICT. So essentially they generate money from rent being paid to them by the customers there. They have a dividend payout ratio of 22.5%, which is based on all the numbers that we've gone so far, they are relative to the most sustainable so far. So there is that. and if you had invested your $25,000 in this particular stock, then you would have gotten $1,300 before tax. And if you notice, I've always been saying before tax, it's just that every time you get dividend, you are charged 15% tax on it. So every figure that I mentioned as it relates to payout, just minus 15% of that, and then that's the actual amount of money you'll get. But not worry, not worry. Bro God going to take the money before you see it. Yeah, for both paying him. So yeah. And if anybody there at the end of this video, I'm going to get like a sauce, which I think you probably think hard enough on it, you'll get it. So Carreras pay 4 times for the year, and Trans pays 1. Carreras and Trans essentially is 2 high set dividend payers. So if you can buy the stock for Carreras, say you have the 25,000, buy the stock for Carreras, I managed to get dividend payouts because Carreras pay every quarter, so you can time it. So you know you'd probably get somewhere like January, and you get another one like April, and then another one down like June, and then because Transtar will pay in December, but because somebody from them sure meetings in the morning earlier, so they come up a bit earlier. So if you can manage to get like 3/4 of essentially what Carreras is offering, and then by that time you sell your stock and then buy into Trans, essentially getting around like would that be like 12%, 12 or so percent, give or take. So yeah, you get about 12% or 13%. So yeah, that's how we forget like I put 13%. But if you're more sophisticated and you know exactly, I have like a little time, just you can probably sit down and try maximize and get the whole 16%. You see me? Just thing is, don't try say I go jump into this stock and that's that. Because remember, whenever you sell stocks, you do have a fee. And if you continuously trade, all of the profit that you would have realized would be eaten up in fees. So yeah, as always, love you guys. Ensure like, share, comment, subscribe to a friend, and you'll catch you in the next one. Peace.